For 76 years, the Germantown Charity Horse Show has been a fixture of the Germantown community.
In 1947, if you look behind me where the bowl is, it was just a pasture. And some people from our fox hunting club, Oak Grove Hunt Club, decided to put on a show.
It was a big hit. They decided next year to do it again, and now they have one of the largest multi-breed shows in the country.
76 years it's been going, and this is our first year to come, so I'm excited to be here.
Is really based on hospitality and Southern comfort.
The Charity Horse Show is a premier equine event for the Mid-South. It's an opportunity for young horses and young riders to develop their skills and talents.
The horse shows provided me a lot of experience, just being able to be a part of being in the bowl and riding. It was super fun.
There's just so many different types of entertainment. People come out here. If you know nothing about horses, you can come out and enjoy it.
Reporting for GHS-TV, I'm Calvin Nicholson.
Well, you just got to get everybody lined up early in advance.
There's a lot that goes into preparing for the Germantown Charity Horse Show, which includes several months of work from the community.
This is such a big deal for the community and the people that are involved and the volunteers and the committee that runs all this who work, tirelessly 12 months of the year. So
setting up an event of this size isn't easy. Workers and volunteers come together to organize this event to make sure everything runs smoothly, making any last-minute changes that may be necessary.
We have to decide where to put them. You don't want to put the hot dog, guru next to the corn dogs. You want to space them out.
While horse show workers are preparing the arenas, riders are prepping for the competition.
And in the days, weeks, and months leading up to it, whatever those horses need, whatever we need to be our best on show day or show week, we get those things ready. And sometimes we encounter problems, but that's horse showing. There's always going to be something, and you just have to roll with the punches.
But the mission behind the show remains the same, raising money for the community while making sure everyone has a good time and keeping the tradition alive.
So for us to be able to give back to the community, it's doing something you love for a reason you love. It's not work, it's play, and it's for a great cause. We can make your horse happy, we can make your child happy, we can make your dog happy.
it's a pleasure for us to come and be involved with them and in production and produce this for them.
Reporting for GHS-TV, I'm Robert Beckton.
With their athletic abilities and eye-catching beauty, horses are prized as being humanity's faithful mounts.
I always loved horses, but when I had my first one, it just drove that love deeper for horses and taking care of them.
Here at the Germantown Charity Horse Show, everyone works hard to keep the horses in tip-top shape, and nutrition is high on the priority list.
Different horses do have varying feed needs as far as if they're very active, if they're sporting horses, if they're training, what their level of activity is and their age. It's harder to keep age on an older horse, so their feeding needs are different than a younger horse.
Feed is brought to horses in the stables, but if a horse needs a new shoe, then riders need to hoof it over to the farrier.
I mean, you get on a horse that's got terrible feet, lead him up to you, and when he leaves, he's got nice feet, or a horse comes up limping, when he leaves, he's not. It just, I don't know. It's one of the trades where you know this is going to cripple you when you do it for the rest of your life, but you do it anyway because we love it. There's your money shot.
While people put time and money into horses, many say that horses give something in return, something much more meaningful. Do you know what that is?
Horses are actually very therapeutic. You can cry in their necks. Just brushing a horse can calm you down. It relieves stress. And it helps me to have something outside of myself to take care of because I've always been an animal lover.
Caring for horses is hard work, but with the right support team, riders and horses can continue to perfect the perfect stride.
You can't do this for the money. If you're doing it for the money, you ain't gonna hang in there very long because you got to love it.
Reporting for GHS-TV, I'm Kenneth Williams.
Don't get mad and frustrated, because I think you started getting a little frustrated and mad. Is that correct? That shows. Think about the feeling of you goes to the horse.
Training hasn't stopped, although the Germantown Charity Horse Show has begun, and many riders are perfecting their routine. Beanie Cone, a trainer at Hunter's Edge Stables, is helping them prepare.
You sort of start off with something easy and then slowly move it into something more difficult so that the rider catches on, the horse catches on, the rider catches on what we're doing. Even pace. There it is. Good. Eyes up. Good.
Cone has helped many of his riders create meaningful connections with their horses, like with Emily Lentile and her horse, Delta Dawn. The pair have been named #1 in the nation by many equestrian associations.
What Mr. Beanie tells us to do about, growing that bond and connection is, brushing them off, spending time with them, doing their care. So all of that goes into forming a bond with a horse and not just riding.
Have fun. Just be supportive of it.
Cone says in order to build a bond, you need to be confident. This kind of confidence is key whether the rider and horse are showing or practicing.
It's very important to have a connection with your horse because the bond that you have, that's going to save you in the ring so many times.
Although the horse show is ending on Saturday, the riders still have a lot more to come later this year. Reporting for GHS-TV, I'm Chris Pina.